Thanks for watching this video on your resume, how to stand out in a crowd with transferable skills. In this video, we're going to tell you about two people and their struggles to get their job descriptions to fit and be effective on their resume. So let's introduce you to the first person, and that person would be Carrie. Now, Carrie has grown up in a family that loves to make food. In fact, her father is a chef in a high-end restaurant. Carrie has grown up learning how to use those kind of skills and how to make certain dishes, and she's actually worked in restaurants since she was about 10 years old. Now, she is a college sophomore going for an internship in accounting, and she's trying to figure out how to get those skills on her resume for an accounting position. Do you think the skills that Carrie learned in the restaurant business apply to an accounting position? How about her made-from-scratch chocolate cream cake? Or the specialty cakes that she's made on a regular basis in her job right now? The answer to those questions is yes. She can list those attributes as transferable skills. Now, some of the skills she learned, how to make cakes, how to make those kind of things, don't directly transfer to accounting, but attributes that she learned in those businesses do. Let's show you an example. First of all, let's talk about transferable skills. What are they? Well, they're skills that don't directly relate to the position that you're applying, but they make you more qualified for the position. Many times they have to do with attributes that you learned within the situations. Could be work situations, could be other situations also. Here's an example for Carrie to use. She doesn't want to say on her resume that she learned how to make chocolate cream cake from scratch, because that's too detailed, and that applies basically just to the restaurant business. What she does want to do is list this as a transferable skill, list something that she learned that could apply to accounting. So she learned attention to detail, which certainly is important in accounting, while preparing specialty desserts for a high-end restaurant. That would be a better way to list that job description. Let's give you another example, introduce you to somebody else. His name is Kevin. Kevin's a hard worker. He's always been very studious. But now he's kind of perplexed because he's a college senior and he's trying to get that first job and trying to relate some of the skills that he's learned in the past to a new position. Now, some of those do relate. Kevin was a manager, and he's in management in college, so some of those skills do relate directly, but let's help him out on how to list those on his resume. What he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to say that he just worked as a night manager at Arby's restaurant, because that doesn't quantify or really explain what a night manager does. You may think that the audience knows, but you need to explain more of exactly what your duties were. And then he also put supervise the night crew, which is management, but he needs to quantify those attributes better. For example, he could say that he supervised a 6-person night crew and that he handled all customer complaints. And then also he gives a quantifiable or a fact that he was trusted with nightly deposits of more than $4,000. Those work better and actually help the reader understand better what his skills are. Let's help him out in another area. He also worked as a packager in an assembly plant. What he doesn't want to do is say worked as a packager on an assembly line, because those skills don't directly transfer into a management position. But he can list those as he learned the value of precision, which is important in management, and teamwork, which is also important when he worked at that position. And then a quantifiable thing is that he received Employee of the Month. He received the Employee of the Month award during the first year. So those things better help the reader understand what's great about Kevin, and they're good. So finally, when you put together your job descriptions and your resume, you want to emphasize transferable skills. Especially this works for college students who have experience in certain jobs, but usually not much experience in the position that they're trying to get, either in an internship or as their first position getting out of school. Emphasize your achievements. Make sure you explain what type of scholarship you're talking about, what type of club you belong to, what type of organization you belong to, what was your role, what did you do. When you can, quantify whenever possible. Give them numbers. If you worked your way through school, let them know how many hours a week you worked. I've had students that have worked more than 40 hours a week, certainly. I had one student that worked 65 hours every week while going to school full time. You want to put that on her resume. So, thank you for watching this video. We hope that you have learned useful information about how to stand out in the crowd with transferable skills.